Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. It's Galatians 5:25. Good morning, my name's Chris. I hope you're really well. I'm the youth worker at the Free Church, and it's my joy to bring you the thought for the day once again. Over the past few weeks, I don't know about you, but I've noticed the world getting busier and louder again. The beaches in Frinton and Walton and the surrounding areas have been packed on hot days. Cars everywhere. People swamping to the beach. Children are heading back to school. Some children are heading back to school. Some full-time, some part-time, but it's getting busier. Shops are reopening. Restaurants are reopening. Pubs are reopening. The world is getting busier and busier and louder and louder. I don't know, I remember a few weeks ago, and I don't know if you remember this as well, just being able to sit out and hear the birds singing as if there was no other noise in the world. All of a sudden I'm hearing building noise, I'm hearing lots more cars, there's so much more going on. The world is getting quicker and quicker and louder and louder. And I don't know about you, but this is already having an impact on my time and my routines with God, especially in the morning. I now had to think about getting Joshua ready and out for school. Joe Wicks, who I've been doing the PE with, Joe Wicks has slowed down, so I've had to start going out for a run, so there's a change in my routine. And those slight changes to my routine have impacted my routines with God. I'm finding it a little bit more difficult to sit down with my Bible in the morning. I'm finding it a little bit more difficult to sit down and watch the thought for the day. And it can get to 11, half 11 before I sit down and kind of go, do you know what? God, I'm going to have some time with you. Whereas I was so on it during lockdown. And do you know what? Over the past week or so, maybe even a little bit longer, this verse has come up quite a few times. Galatians 5:25. Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. And when I heard it, I was like, yeah, I get that. I get it. I need to walk with Jesus. I need to walk alongside him. I need to kind of work with him. But it's more than that. And I kind of kept coming back to it, and I meditated on it. So I looked it up in the Message version. And it reads like this in the Message. Since this is the very life you have chosen, the life of the Spirit, let us make sure that we do not just hold it as an idea in our heads or a sentiment in our hearts, but work out its implications in every detail of our life. See, the idea of walking in step with the spirits is a great idea, a challenging one, especially at this time. But that's even deeper, isn't it? This idea that this life that we've chosen, it can't just be an idea. It needs to impact and have implications on every single part of our life. The world is speeding back up. The world is beginning to run after a long time of walking or sitting or standing. And do you know what? I don't want to go back to the way I used to live my life. I don't want to go back to running from meeting to meeting, from thing to thing, from being busy routines, rushing, doing this, that and the other. Because I've seen the benefit during this time, this period that God has given, this blessing of slowing down, walking in step with the Spirit. Making God our number one priorities with that space that we've been given. But the challenge now is, as everything else out there does speed up and expectation on us does increase, how do we keep walking in step with the Spirit? How do we stay close to God every single day, although our routines may change? Following Jesus is our number one priority. And my prayer for you today is that we learn to walk alongside him rather than run as the world dictates. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.